Today, under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Naveen Patnaik, Honorable Finance Minister presented a budget with the size of 1,70,000 crores for the year 2021-22, which is much higher than the last year. Last year, our budget estimate was 1,50,000 crores. But as you all know, during the revised estimate, the budget has been reduced to 1,35,000 crores. So therefore, there is a increase which has been estimated for the budget for the next year. The budget highlights include basically livelihoods, economic growth, and health on top of the post-COVID agenda of the government. Health, along with the drinking water, is given a high priority and gets almost a record allocation. Health gets 13,000 crores worth of expenditure will be made next year, which includes budgetary allocation as well as off-budget resources. Similarly, for drinking water, the allocation spend will be 12,000 crores, which also includes off-budgetary resources. Agriculture and irrigation sectors have been provided a major boost with total spend that is planned is 20,000 crore, which includes off-budgetary resources from Ombudsman and DMF. Industry and infrastructure also gets a major boost to scale up the value addition and job creation, particularly MSME department. There is an increase of 86% in their allocation, so that more and more MSMEs will get support as well as promotion in the coming year. Similarly, the state of Orissa is now targeting tourism and sports, and all-time high allocation has been provided to provide top-class infrastructure for tourism and sports in the state. As we all know, that state is also planning for Hockey World Cup 2023. Therefore, the sports allocation has also been substantially increased. I would also touch upon a couple of questions which you might have. One is, how is it that the annual budget size is much larger than the previous year, and how do we propose to finance the budget given the resource which have been affected due to the pandemic? I would like to say that the state of Orissa, in last 2 months, the revenue collection has shown a very positive sign, and our own revenue collection from the taxes as well as non-tax collection is going to be, there is an increase of 7% corresponding to compared to the last year, and we hope that 10% growth will be there during the current year, as well as 10% growth will be there, 15% growth will be there in the next year. Apart from that, since the state has huge fiscal space available to us, and we need to support the economy, so we will also be doing the borrowings for capital asset creation. Another question which would come is, what is the estimated rate of growth of own tax and non-tax revenue for the budget for the next year? I would like to state here that own tax revenue is expected to grow at the rate of 15.4%. Own non-tax revenue is also estimated to grow by a substantial amount, and mining revenue is projected to register a growth of about 10%, and therefore total own revenue is assumed to be 57,500 crore, and we are quite confident that we will be able to meet this target. This, taken together with the central devolution to us as part of the central taxes collected from Odisha and grants from the central government, will be able to meet the budget size of 1,70,000 crore. One more issue I would like to highlight is, what are the new initiatives in this budget that we have taken? I would like to state here that the entire budget has been made electronic, and it has been published through National E-Vidhan application of Government of India, and Odisha is one of the first states in the country to use NEVA platform for e-budget presentation. This initiative would reduce printing of about 1.5 crore pages of paper and save about 2,000 large trees. Similarly, we continue to publish separate budgets for gender, child, and climate change. New budget disclosure that has been started from this year is the separate SDG budget, where we are specifying against the 17 SDG goals, Sustainable Development Goals that world has adopted, what is our allocation allotted to each of those goals. So this is a separate document and disclosure that state government is doing this year. Apart from that, to bring in much more transparency and credibility to budget making exercise, we have published fiscal strategy report, fiscal risk statement, making the process to improve budget credibility. This will be almost the first state in the entire country. And we have also published this year a status paper on public debt to enhance the disclosures. Another question which people might have is about the level of capital expenditure in 2021-22. I would like to state here that about 25,800 crore, which is 4.4% of the GSDP, would be our capital outlay. Additionally, grants for creation of capital assets and loans and advances, which also contribute to the capital formation, would be additional 8,400 crores. And thus, total investment for capital formation, capital creation would be 5.83% of the GSDP, which will help boost the economy in coming days. We have also provided funds for other infrastructures, and health infrastructure gets a huge amount of boost, as Honorable CM has again been reminding us. A lot of funds have been provided for creation of health infrastructure, including the SCB Medical College at Cuttack. Similarly, railway projects have been provided, funded fully. As far as agriculture and allied sector is concerned, the state government has given due emphasis, and the funding for the animal resources and fisheries department has been increased by 17%, and it now stands more than 1,400 crores. And we hope that the non-farm activities, which includes dairying, poultry, and fishery, will get a major flip and will go a long way in increasing the income of the farmers. Thank you.